Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good morning, everybody. I got my coffee, and this is the update and the addendum to my Bliss letter that I sent out this morning, although some might say it's not too blissy because of the content, but important, and we're going to end it on a positive note regardless. I never waste a moment or a crisis to be able to learn something and share something that I learned. It actually was last week that my husband woke up to find that his car had a swastika carved into the back of it. And as you can imagine, this was really shocking and it was very upsetting. And you know, we all know the climate that's going on in the world right now, and so I'm not going to talk about that because that's, you know, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of political, there's a lot of race stuff going on in the world, and we're aware of that, and we can get that from our news channels. So where I want to use this moment is to talk about worth, because self-worth comes up a lot. And in this case, the parallel was drawn for me because it was a person, you know, and a symbol that is deciding somebody's worth. And I deal with that a lot in my private practice. The bottom line is that nobody else decides our worth but ourselves. We decide that. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn in life. Little things come up in our past. People have told us things they shouldn't have told us, and when we're young, when we don't have our critical mind to think and sort out everything, our poor little minds just take it in. And over the years, we have these things that we've learned about worthlessness or having to earn the worth of ourselves. And so I want to share something with you, a little story that might help you to understand why you're worthy without having to do anything at all. When someone brings home a little baby from the hospital and they hold their sweet little baby as they sit on the couch and they're looking down at their beautiful little baby, does that baby need to do anything to deserve to be loved? No, of course not. Does that baby have to have a good job or a title or have anything that it brought with it from the other world in order for us to deem it worthy of love? Of course not. It is allowed to be worthy and to be loved and worthy of love as its birthright. And we forget that. We forget that because we have been domesticated and taught things from the moment that we're born, basically, of how something gets deemed worthy or not. And I don't think all people intentionally do this, but this is nonetheless what happens. And so we spend the rest of our life trying to unlearn some of the lessons, and that's why therapy is so important, and soul care, and talking these things out. So at the end of the day, what I wanted this message to be was not about a swastika on a car, not about the hate that it represents, not the fact that a symbol like that carved into the car of a person or, you know, vandalized on anything. It's a hate symbol, and it's someone else deciding what your worth is, and nobody can do that but you. And so if you're gonna be somebody great, believe in yourself, have a mantra that you say every day saying, I am worthy, I am loved, I am worthy of love. And anytime you have anything that happens in your life that seems negative, instead of letting all those other thoughts come up, just start saying your mantra to yourself. And it'll take a good 28 days to a month before those are the words you hear versus the other words of worthlessness. So in the words of Michelle Obama, get comfortable with a little greatness. I just want to say have a great rest of your week and really focus on just believing that you are worthy, because you know what? You are. If you are in need of soul care healing, please visit my website at placeofblisssanctuary.com and make sure to add your email to my newsletter.